Start the recording. ঠিক আছে। Okay, very good morning. So we will wait for 1 minute, then we will start our session. So one thing I tell you during classes, if it may happen that the connectivity is goes on lost. Okay, so due to we have a major issue in the network connectivity in the department, so that we will use the data. So if it will disconnect it during the classes, all are instructed to again rejoin in the same link. Okay, after a few minutes if it is disconnected. Okay, is it clear, Rahul? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today, this is the last day of for the completion of the module one. I already upload the few things in the LMS portal. Okay, you will observe these things, and I will give some note. Okay, in the LMS portal after 2 3 days, because you have an examination, internal examination, so that up to 18, yeah, 19. Okay, so whatever I taught, that will be your syllabus for the first internal. That means module 1 and the few portion of module 2, if I will complete half of the portion in the module 2 j transformation, right? So if I complete within 19. Okay, so whatever I taught up to 19, that will be the syllabus for the first internal, right? And the internal will be taken by online through LMS portal. So we will now start our session so that we will able to check. So previously, what we will discuss? So we will discuss about the data acquisition, right? So the data acquisition, conversion, and the distribution system. That means what will be the for operation that will be taken into consideration for the signal conversion in a digital control system. Okay, so what are the important operation? One is a multiplexer demultiplexing, sample and hold, analog to digital conversion, which will be also be known as a encoding or the quantizing, and the fourth one is a digital to analog conversion, which will be also be known as a decoding, right? So in this particular scenario, we will also discuss what will be the basic diagram, basic block diagram for the data acquisition system, as well as in case of a data distribution system, or what will be the different block that will be implemented in the data acquisition and the data distribution. That thing we will discuss in the previous week. Okay, that means in the data distribution system, we are implementing the register. Okay, we are implementing the demultiplexer, D2A converter, whole circuit. That will be under the data distribution system, right? And in the case of a data acquisition system, we are implementing the transducers. Okay, whose input should be a physical variable. The physical variable is to it should be the temperature, it should be the velocity, it should be the acceleration. Okay, so the transducers is a one device which will convert this physical input or the physical variable input to convert it into the electrical input. Okay, electrical output, right? So electrical output means voltage, either it should be the voltage output or it should be the current output. Okay, again we have to implementing the amplifier that will amplify. So normally in the amplifier we will use the op amp, operational amplifier, right? 555 timer, we can say that it's a one kind of timer, the amplifier. Okay, so we are using also the low pass filter for filtering the signals, whatever the signals that will come from the amplifying from the amplifier. Okay, then we are also using the multiplex analog multiplexer for multiplexing the data which will be comes from the low pass filter. Okay, so that thing we will discuss. We will also discuss the block for the sample and hold circuit. Okay, A to D converter, which will convert the signal from analog to digital, and that will be entered into the digital controller. Right. So whatever the data that will be entered into the digital controller, that will be again transferred to the register. Okay, so that is under the data distribution system. Right. So that thing we will discuss, and we will also discuss the block diagram for the data acquisition and the data distribution system. So today we will discuss the different block functions, right? Supposed to be what will be the function for the analog multiplexer, okay? What will be the schematic diagram for the analog multiplexer, as well as the demultiplexer, sample and hold circuit. Okay, so this thing, right? So this thing we will discuss. We will also discuss some what will be the basic structure for the sample and the whole circuit. If I will putting the analog devices having a high speed. Okay, so how the sample and whole circuit that will amplify this particular devices. Okay, so that thing we will also discuss the analog to digital converters. Okay, so what will be the tracking mode whenever we have entering into the whole circuit and the hold mode. Okay, under certain condition what will be my tracking mode, that thing we will discuss. Okay, so these are the few two three things is remaining in this module one. Okay, so today I will discuss this thing. So not take too much time, so we will directly go to the presentation. Window. Okay, and screen. So is my screen is visible now? Yes. Is my screen is visible? Okay, fine. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So we will directly go to the section where we will discuss a few things. Okay. So in the previous lecture we will discuss this thing. Okay. So there will be the block diagram for the data acquisition system and the block diagram for the data distribution system, right? Where we have using the different block. So depending upon the different block, okay, what will be the function for the different block? That thing we will discuss. We will also discuss the block diagram for the data distribution, how the data it should be distributed from the digital controller to the particular output through the actuator. Okay, so how the data will be distributed from the digital controller to my process. Okay, so through the actuator, that we will discuss in the previous lecture. So today we will discuss about the analog multiplexer, right? So what will be the function for the this particular analog multiplexer, right? So what do you mean by the analog multiplexer? What is the function that will be adopted in this particular diagram, right? So for considering these things, we have to understand what the analog multiplexer is, right? So before starting this, we will first draw the basic diagram for the analog multiplexer, right? So we will discuss today the analog multiplexer, right? So it should be my analog, sorry, analog multiplexer, right? So what do we mean by the analog multiplexer? What will be the function? The analog to digital converter. Okay, so whatever the it will convert, that means analog to digital converter, that will be the most expensive component. Okay, so this particular, keep remind these things, the A to D converter is very much expensive, okay, for implementation any such kind of operation. Okay, so due to this particular converter operation, that will be very much expensive component in the data acquisition system, right? So here for that reason we are implementing the analog multiplexer. Okay, so the analog multiplexer is a device that will perform the function of a time sharing of an A to D converter among many analog channels. Right. Suppose we have a particular input that will be comes from, supposed to be we are considering the analog multiplexer. So there must have a multiple input channel that will be entered. Suppose this is will be N1 channel. This will be supposed to be N2 channel. This will be supposed to be N3 channel. So this will be n number of channel. There must be the n number of channels that will be entered into the analog multiplexer. So this analog multiplexer is such kind of device, okay, that will perform the function of a time sharing depending upon what will be my analog, what will be input to the analog channel, right? So due to this processing of a particular number, whatever the number that will be entered into the analog multiplexer, that means the processing of this particular number of a particular channel with a digital controller is very much possible because the pulse for each and every signal that may have considering the pulse. Okay, so that will be very much narrow in nature. That means whatever the representation of a particular input signal, that will be is very narrow. So we have a empty space during the each sampling period, right? So we have each sampling period, suppose we have a samples like this. Okay, so we have a different such kind of samples like this, right? So depending upon the different periods, we have a different samples, right? Different period of time where t is actually called as a time period, right? So the different time period, we have a different pulse that will be generated. Okay, so that there must be have a different pulse. Okay, so for the t duration, what will be my pulse? For the 2t duration, what will be my pulse? So due to the different time period, we have a different such kind of pulse, and that will be very much narrow. That means distance between these two pulse, or the time duration between these two pulse, is very much low. So due to this, we have a no such empty spaces in between the each and every pulses, right? So during this particular empty spaces, the sampling period may be used for the other signal. Okay, so whatever the signals, so suppose we have a n number of input channels. Okay, now which will be from this input channel, we have getting the data to the multiplexer, to the analog multiplexer. So if many signals, okay, supposed to be there will be the n number of signals. So if many signals are to be processed which is by a single digital controller, right? So this input signal, it must be feed to the controller through the multiplexer. Okay, so suppose in this previous figure we will see that in this figure we will see that supposed to be here we are using this digital controller. So demultiplexer, here we are multiplexing this data, right? So whatever, so we are considering only one input. Okay, it's not like that there must have only one input. There will be the n number of channels that will be there in the analog multiplexer, or in the demultiplexer there will be the n number of channel. So actually the diagram if I draw for the analog multiplexer, right, so this will be the block representation. So if I draw the schematic diagram, okay, if I draw the analog multiplexer, so analog multiplexer should be look like this. Okay, so if I draw this, it will be look like a is this structures, right? So here we have a different input channel. We have a different input channel. We have, so this will be look like this, right? So here we are putting some signals. So this will be actually the schematic diagram for the analog multiplexer. So here it should be come to the sampler, right? And here we are implementing the sequence. We are implementing the sequence of a pulse or a particular signal that will be entered, right? So this will be my input channel. Okay, so all this will be my input channel. Supposed to be this is n1, this is n2, this is n3, this is n4, this is n5. So each and every channels we have a different kind of signals that will be entered into this analog multiplexer, right? And whatever the sequence means the data sequence, that will be what the data input that will be entered through this particular channel, that will be entered in this particular sequence. Okay, so supposed to be in this particular analog multiplexer, there have a switch of sequence 1, there will be sequence 2, there will be sequence 3, this will be sequence 4, there will be sequence 5. So there will be n number of sequence that will be there, right, up to Sn, n number of sequence. Okay, so in this sequence we are considering this thing, right? So this switch is open now. Okay, whenever the input data that will be entered into this particular channel, okay, then this particular switch is closed, and then the data will be transferred to the particular sampler, right? Or the data will be comes to the sample and the whole circuit, right? So that particular section we are illustrated in this section. Okay, so this is supposed to be a particular block, okay, which having a analog multiplexer block, right? So this will be block for the analog multiplexer, and then it should be goed into the sampler of whole circuit SNH. That's why it is written that whatever the output that will be comes from the analog multiplexer, that will be entered into the sample and the whole circuit, right? And the previously the input channel will be connected with what? Input channel connected with the low pass filters. Okay, that will be my low pass filter. Okay, so that will be thus my schematic diagram. Okay, so that signal, so whatever, so there must have a n number of input channel that will be entered into the particular sequence. Okay, so whatever the sequence, there must have in an analog multiplexer, there must have a n number of sequence. Okay, obviously it should be the data sequence. When we are giving some input to a particular channel, okay, then this particular switch will be open, and this data will be entered to the sampler, right? So that will be actually my diagram for the schematic diagram for the analog multiplexer. Okay, so we can say that the analog multiplexer is considering, is consisting of a multiple switch. It's a multiple switch. Okay, suppose in the multiple switch that we will consider S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. These are considering as a switch. Okay, S5 up to dot 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 Sn, right? So usually it should be this type of switch is actually the electronic switch, right? So that sequentially this switches among many analog input channel is some predictable fashion, right? So supposed to be in the channel number n1. Okay, if the in data will be comes through this particular n1 channel, so then this particular sequence of switch that will respond. Okay, it may happen that suppose in the n2 there must have some input data that will be entered through this particular sequence, then s2 will be open, and that data will be transferred to the sampler. It may happen suppose n1 and n2 that will due to, from this particular channel, the data will be transferred. So it may happen that from N3, N4, and N5 there will be the no data that will be entered into the sequence. Okay, it may happen that time it should be the in a off state, right? So that time it may happen it should be in a off state, or it may happen it should be in a on state condition. Okay, depending upon what my behavior or the what my characteristics of the input from the low pass filter is, depending on that my input channel is acting, and as well as my switch is acting. Switch is actually nothing but a electronic switch. Okay, so this number of channels, okay, this is actually the n number of channels. So this number of channels in many instant it should be considered as a supposed to be in a sequence. Okay, I think yes. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Actually, the connection will be lost. Okay, so my departmental connection is lost. So we are using my data connection. So we will continue the session, right? So here we will see that there will be the n number of sequence that will be considered. Okay, it must happen that there must have happen supposed to be in a sequence of a 4, supposed to be 2, in a sequence of a 4, in a sequence of a 8, in a sequence of a 16. So that data that will be considered in a such a cases, so that will be the response. Okay, how the signals will be transformed, okay, through the analog multiplexer to the particular sampler, right? So that thing we will you need to understand this thing, right? So now, so what the analog multiplexer is, can anyone told? Lost the connections. Yes, am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So we have a network issue, so that we will disconnecting. So then again, we will restart. Right. So where we will there in the analog multiplexer, right? Is it? Is it na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So thing is that we will discuss about the analog multiplexer configuration, right? So there must have a n number of input we will consider, right? So depending upon that, there must have. So I think we have to share my screen also again. Yes. So is my screen is visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So here we will see that there must have a sequence. Okay. So supposed to be the number of channels. The number of channels we will consider in many instant, that is supposed to be 4, 8, 16 in that particular sequence. So at a given instant of a time, only one switches is on at a time only, supposed to be this particular end switch. When this one is on, okay, so for that cases, supposed to be this will be the number one position for second one channel. So supposed to be this is two channel, this is three channel. So whenever n1 is on, so for that cases 3 is on, okay, then again 5 is on. So this particular sequence, your channel will be in a on state condition. So remaining sequence, that means supposed to be 2, 4, 6, 8, like that. Then so whenever this particular sequence will be off, so for that cases 2, 4, 8, 16, that particular sequence will be in a under on state. So that sequence will keep maintained whenever we have giving some input to a particular channel in a analog multiplexer. So when the switches is on for the given input channel, the input signal is connected, this input signal is connected to the output of the multiplexer, right? So this particular input signal that will be connected to the output of the multiplexer for the specific period of time, right? So the period of time we will considering as a t, right? So the specific period of time we will consider as a t. Okay, so this particular input, suppose this n1 input having some data, so this input signal will be connected, this input signal will be connected with the sampler or output of the multiplexer for the specific period of time. So during the connection time, we can say that the sample and the whole circuit during this connection, this connection obviously I will getting the red mark, okay, so that you it would be understandable. So during this particular connection, we can say during this particular connection, okay, connection time, the sample and the whole circuit, this particular sampling and the whole circuit, okay, samples the signal voltage, or we can say that the analog signal that will be come from this particular analog multiplexer. So whatever the data that will become, that will be the analog data, obviously. Okay, so that analog data during the connection time, the sample and the whole circuit samples the particular signal voltage or the analog signal data, okay, analog signal data, and holds its value while the analog to digital converter. So here must have, we have to connect the analog to digital multiplexer, right? Right. So before going to the analog to digital multiplexer, in this particular block, this particular analog signal will be hold for a certain time, for a certain time period, right? So that is why it will be told that when during the connection time, the sample and the whole circuit samples the signal voltage and hold its value, okay, holds the value, okay, or holds the analog value, obviously, okay, so holds the its value while it should be entered into the analog to digital converter, and that analog value which will be converted into a digital data, okay, using a to d converter, right? So that digital data is actually nothing but a, so here we will considering the digital data, digital data, right? So that digital data is actually nothing but a binary number, okay, so this digital data having a binary number, right? So each and every channel, okay, each and every channel, we can say, so each and every channel is read in a sequential order, we can say, and the corresponding values are converted into the digital data in a same sequence, okay. So whatever the sequence we are choosing for the in the input, so you have to perform that particular sequence to getting the output of a digital binary data, or we can say that the binary number. So that is why we can say that the each and every channel is read in a sequential order. Sequential order means either we can choose 1, 3, 5, 7 like this, or this is one sequence, right? So another sequence we can say this is 2, 4, 8, 16, 20 like this, okay. So either you can choose this sequence or you can choose this sequence, okay. So whatever the sequence you are choosing, depending on that, your digital data are getting the output in a same sequence. So whatever the data that we are comes through this a to d converter in a same sequence. Suppose you are choosing the sequence of a 357, the digital data that will be comes under the sequence of a 101, that will be considering as a 3. Suppose 100, that will be considered, that will be giving some example I give you. 100 is not like a 5, right? Supposed to be 5. Suppose 001 like this, supposed to be it is 7, so like that, right? So this, whatever the data, whatever the sequence we are choosing for the input channel, the same sequence you have to follow in the you have to show in the digital output, right? So that is why it should be written that each and every channel is read in a sequential manner or the sequential order, at the corresponding value that should be converted, into the digital data in a same sequence, whatever the sequence we are choosing as a in a input channel, right? So that is actually the analog multiplexer. So again I told you, analog multiplexer is a device that will perform the function of a time sharing of an A to D converter among many analog channels, right? So there must have, in analog multiplexer there must have a n number of channels, okay, and which will be connected with a switch, right? It's a multiple switch which will be also be known as a analog switch, or we can tell that it's a electronic switch, right? It should be also called as a ITCH, electronic switch is also will called, right? So this will be actually the block representation or the block diagram for the analog multiplexer, right? So now now we will considering the demultiplexer, right? So in case of a demultiplexer, in case of a demultiplexer will be did what? Demultiplexer will be did what? Can anyone told? Can anyone told? The demultiplexer will be did what? Anyone? Demultiplexer is actually the data which will come from the register. Okay, so in the data distribution system, we will considering the input from the digital controller, right? So the input of the digital controller, okay, so the input of this particular digital controller that will be entered into the register, right? So that will be entered into the register, right? So from the register it will be entered into the demultiplexer, we can say that DA, right? So the demultiplexer, so whatever the data will be come from the register will be actually did what? Register will be storing the data which will become from the digital controller, right? So register is considering in such a cases, in case of a the data distribution system, register is also is will be known as a capacitor, right? So capacitor will be stored, capacitor will be is a storing device, okay? So the whatever the capacitor will be did, in the same case the register will be did these things, okay, where the n number of data that will be restored in this particular register, and after this particular sequence, this particular input, it will be entered into the demultiplexer for multiplexing the data, right? So we can say that the demultiplexer, we can say that the demultiplexer which is synchronized, we can say, which is synchronized, synchronized, okay, which is synchronized with the input sampling, with the input sampling, with the input sampling signals, okay, SIGNAL, input sampling signals, okay, separate the composite output, separate the composite output, separate the composite output digital data, composite output digital data, we can say, digital data from the digital controller, from the digital controller, right? So from the digital controller into the original channel, okay, so into the original channel, right? So what we will told, we will told that the demultiplexer which will be synchronizing with the input, that means whatever the data that will be comes through this particular demultiplexer, that will be the my synchronized input data, okay, synchronized input data that will be entered into the demultiplexer for demultiplexing the data in a next block, right? So the next block is what? In case of a demultiplexer, this will be D to A converter, okay, so D to A converter, right? So whatever the data that will be comes from the digital multiplexer. So or we can say that this will be my digital data that will be entered. That again it will be converted to the analog input. Okay, then it will be entered into the process having a actuator. Okay, through the actuator, then it will be get some data of a output which will be known as a yt, right? So whatever the data which will be comes which will be the input to the digital multiplexer. Okay, so that data, okay, so that data is actually the synchronized input data. Okay, synchronized input sampling signal or sampling data. Okay, that will be comes from the digital controller into a specific channel, right? So specific channel, this digital data, we can say this digital controller will be receiving the data from where. This digital controller will be receiving the data from the analog multiplexer. So analog multiplexer having a different number of channels. Okay, so that is why we should retain over here that the demultiplexer, which is synchronized with the input sampling signals, which will be separate to the composite output digital data. Okay, which will be converted the separate digital output data from the digital controller, okay, into a original channel, or we can say that the different number of channel. Original channel, suppose if we choosing this particular channel, so due to this particular instant, this n1 channel will be your original channel. Okay, suppose if I sending the data from the n2 channel, so that n2 channel will be your original channel in this particular case. Okay, so that is why we should retain that. So whatever the synchronized input data sampling signal which will become through the digital through the register, that should be in a that should be comes through the original channel, right? So that is actually my demultiplexer is, right. Now what will be the function for the sample and the whole circuit, right? Then again we have to considering, so whatever the input data that will be comes through the particular analog multiplexer, that data will be entered to the sample and hold circuit. That means sample and hold circuit that will be hold the analog data for a certain period of time. Okay, before entering into the A to D converter, right? So why this particular sample and data is required? Depending upon the what the process behavior is. Suppose in the process there must have some disturbances that will occur. It may happen either from the outside disturbances, or it may happen inside the process. There may have some disturbances, or we have a man-made disturbances that will be implemented inside the process. So, depending upon the disturbances inside the process, we have to hold the data. Okay, or we have to hold the signal for a certain period of time for neutralizing the disturbances inside the process. So that is why this particular sample and the hold data block that we will consider in the particular diagram, right? So what will be the function for the sample and the whole circuit? Okay, so now we will considering the sample and the whole circuit, right? Or the sample and the whole signals, we can say, right? So in this particular cases, so whatever the data sampler, so this will be considered as a sampler, right? So the sampler is a digital system. Okay, a sampler in a digital system converter, we can say. Okay, an analog signal into a chain of a amplitude modulation pulse. So amplitude modulation, this means from the analog multiplexer, the whatever the data that will be entered into to the sampler, that will be your amplitude modulation pulse, because each and every channel that will generate one pulse that will be generated through this particular analog multiplexer. Okay, and that particular pulse will be nothing but a amplitude modulation pulse, or we can say that the it should have called the AM pulse. Okay, so each and every PULSE, each and every analog multiplex which will be generated due to the each and every channel, right? So what we can say that the a sampler in a digital control converter, an analog signals, that whatever the analog signal, it will become across this particular analog multiplexer, that analog signals that will be entered, that will be transferred to the amplitude modulation pulse. Okay, so the whole circuit, this particular whole circuit, this whole circuit holds the value of a sampled pulse. Okay, holds the value of a sample pulse signal over a specific period of time. Suppose if I choosing this particular graph, okay, so suppose this is the period of a t, right? So this will be supposed to be of xt. So this particular timing period, that will be called as a hold. Okay, so if I considering the thing, so the whole circuit should be like this. If I draw the diagram for the whole circuit, so whole circuit should be like this, right? If I draw this thing, so it should be look like this. Supposed to be this type. So suppose this zero time period, this will be your t. Supposed to be this is 2t, 3t, and 4t, 5t, whatever the data, right? 5t, 6t, right? So supposed to be for the t duration we have a certain value, in 2t duration we have a certain value, in 3t time period we have a certain value, again in a 4t we have a certain value, in a 5t we have a certain value, and again in the 60 we have a certain value, and in a 70 up to dot 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 nt, right, we have a certain value. So whatever my sequence, that sequence, so whatever my sequence, that this is my sequence, right? So we can say this particular portion supposed to be, this will be, this particular portion we will consider as a whole, this particular portion we will consider as a whole for a certain duration of time. Okay, the signal that will be hold for a certain period of time, supposed to be, it should be supposed to be 3tn, right? So this particular signal that will be considered as a hold, right? Okay, in case of a SNH device, in case of a SNH device, right? So what we can say, so whatever the signal that will be comes across this particular analog multiplexer, and that particular signal will be converted to the EM pulse, which will be amplitude modulation pulse, that should be entered into the sampler. That data, when it should be entered into the sample and hold circuit, that data will be hold for a certain period of time, okay, which will hold a certain period of time after the verification process, which will be taken into consideration inside the process. Whenever the verification process is already done, then we have to again transfer this data, we have to again transfer this data in a next period of time. Okay, so for that we have a hold operation will be considering from 40 to 5t. Okay, again some hold operation will be taken into consideration from 5t to 60, right? So due to this particular hold operation, what is happen, what will be the behavior of the particular signal, the behavior cannot be changed. Okay, the amplitude modulation signals cannot be changed due to the characteristics of the hold signals. Okay, the characteristics should be same in case of a particular signal. Okay, whatever the signal, it will come through the analog multiplexer, that means the pulse which will becomes across this each and every channel, right? So that characteristics of the signal cannot be changed, but due to the a certain abrupt condition which will be taken into consideration inside the process, okay, we have to hold the data, hold the signals for a certain period of time, certain period of time, which will be considered as a capital T, right? So that is why this particular sample and the whole circuit is considered, right? So it may happen in a practice, in practice we can say that the we can say that the sampling duration is very short compared. Okay, so the span of this particular hold, okay, whole duration, it's may happen, it's all time, it's may happen that it should be similar. Okay, it may happen that some samples will become across this, okay, some samples will become across this, right? So it may happen, it may not happen ki every time our whole duration will be in a same in practically. Okay, in practical observation we can say that the period of hold, okay, the duration of the hold may differ depending upon the what type of signal that will be entered to the sample and hold circuit. Okay, and obviously the behavior of the process. Okay, so that is actually the function of a sample and the hold circuit, right? So if I consider the sample and the whole circuit, so the actual configuration for the sample and whole circuit will be look like this. If I consider the sample and what will be the block representation, sample and whole circuit, for the sample and whole circuit, so what will be my actual diagram? So the diagram should be like this. We have these things, right? We have to connecting the signals. Okay, so we have a particular switch which will be connecting. We have an amplifier 2. Okay, so this will be my amplifier 1. This will be my amplifier 2, right? So the same amplification, right? So that data which will be comes across. We are connecting the capacitor. Okay, and that would be my sampler. Okay, which will sample the data, sample and the whole command. And sampler will be did what? It will be command of sample and hold, or we can say that the sample and hold command, we can say sample and hold command, right? So through this will be your particular switch which will be connected with an amplifier 1 and the analog amplifier 2, right? So this will be my what? This will be my analog input, right? And that will be my analog output. Okay, so whatever the data that will be comes across the sampler, then depending upon the command which will be come across this particular sampler, right, the switch will be acting accordingly, and it will amplify using two amplifiers. Okay, either you can connecting the two amplifier, there should have a n number of amplifier you can connect. Okay, depending upon the whatever the circuit configuration is practically, right? But for the theoretical purpose we will only considering the two amplifier, right? So depending upon the what the data that will be, what the command which will be come across this particular sampler, so depending upon the command input, okay, command signal, that will be considering for the switch, right? So whatever the command input that will be come across this particular sampler, the switch will be acting accordingly. Okay, so suppose if the command will be comes across this particular sampler, then switch will be open, then this particular this two amplifier will be operating in a condition. So that will be the actually the basic diagram. Okay, or we can say that it should be considered as a we can say this particular operation will be your hold capacitor, we can say capacitor, okay, which will hold some signals and which will store the signal for a certain period of time. So that's why we will connect it this particular capacitor. Okay, so I think we will stop the session for today because you have a principles class in the next. Okay, so we will discuss this thing in the next classes. Some few things, one more things is remaining, some tracking mode of this particular circuit. Okay, and as well as some parallel type of the diagram for the A to D converter that will be pending. Okay, so we will discuss in the next class. Okay, thank you. We will stop the sharing for today. Is it any confusion? Any question? Any question, Rahul?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So we will stop the session for today. We will discuss tomorrow. Okay, regarding this. Okay, so you will join principal sir class. Okay, thank you. Shubham, you may leave. I will join principal sir class. Okay, thank you very much for the session.